Taylor, I don't have anything good to say about Fred Taylor.
No, don't say that.
Wow.
Don't say that, bro.
Well, all right, then Ryan Clark.
Cam joined his podcast?
I think he joined.
Okay, like Ryan Clark, why I did this to Ryan Clark like that. For a year, I was talking to Ryan Clark about his podcast that he doesn't have time to do that no more because he got a lot of motion. He's doing a lot of things right now. Mm-hmm. But he had a podcast, and I'm like, yo, bro, that could be on I Am Athlete. Do you own that or do ESPN own that? I own that. He was thinking about even opening up House of Athlete in Arizona. I never told this part of the story, but like, yo, bro, I've been praying about this. My wife said this and that because our relationship, but like, I try to stay out of it, but I'm gonna go do this with the pivot, blah, 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 blah. But for a year, I'm hitting you up like, yo, bro, like, bring your podcast to I Am Athlete. You coming to me about taking House of Athlete to Arizona to Phoenix. I put you on I Am Athlete, right? Not saying that Ryan Clark is Ryan Clark, right? So I'm not saying like I started, you know what I mean? I think he's talented. A little corny, but talented.
Weren't mine to have. I've even let falsehood stand in order to take the high road. I felt there was enough space for the both of us. Brandon, I let you lie on my name because your words don't affect me. Let's be clear though. I've looked you in your eyes every single time I've seen you. I approached you like a man. I showed you respect for our previous relationship, made me feel you deserved it until you threw a rock and you hid your hand. At Mo Knows can attest. No need to address you calling me corny. The shows I host, the respect my work brings, and the love for those who support me are what I focus on. Still, you and I know who's on the right side of the ascension right now. We are going to keep doing us. I pray you find your way. As I told you on the phone when I called you over a year and a half ago, we can both win.
Do I need to find you somebody else, right? And so this was one of the lies he told on me. He said I walked by him. I ain't walking by no fucking body.
I watched you that.
But so I walk up to him and I look him in his eye and I shake his hand because to me, there's an opportunity to tell me we are no longer cool. It's hard to have to admit that this was my vision for what I was doing, but I'm not a good enough person to get it there.
Drop the damn ball.
Brandon Marshall might be the biggest coward on the planet simply because he's on his clout chasing tour. You know, and I also kind of came across something that he said about about Shannon Sharpe, which is crazy. You know, so why at this point in the game you're hopping around podcasts, you know, talking about everybody? It's a bad look, and obviously I've read some of the comments, and a lot of people agree that he's embarrassing himself. The real question is, where are those people that started with him? You know, me and Channing, Ocho, all the other people that were on the show that he went to recruit after Channing and I left, everybody disappeared. And if you were right, if you stood for anything, if your integrity was high, then people will still, you know, rock with you. But nobody's there right now. So I can really dig into it, but I think I would just be putting more fuel on his fire, what he wants, you know, considering he's moving around like that. I think what you need to do, boss, is handle your business. Stop fucking around.
Here's my whole thing. I can't stand listening to more of this. And you see Cam Newton's trying to educate. Brandon Marshall has no business acumen at all from what I see. In the beginning, he had this idea, which was his idea. I Am Athlete. He had these guys on. And right, there was probably a gentleman's agreement. Kind of something like what we have here personally, if you look at personal, but no one's bigger than the other. And Brandon right now has come off that he was the person, he made these guys, they left. Their show's more real and genuine. And the fact that he's doing all this right now, you can tell that he's reaching.
Oh, he's struggling.
He's struggling for attention, for clout, for numbers. That's desperate. And now, chicken's coming home to roost. You're showing your true colors. If everyone who goes on your show, this is the first group to leave. Then he said the next group left.
And the next other people group that was there.
Yeah, then, man, come on. There's something going on here. I don't wish I knew ill will on anyone out there, man. You guys doing big things. But, if you put up your money and you said they didn't put up no money, then you rolled with that. Why didn't you say, look, guys, no, give me at least X amount of dollars, 5,000, 10,000, whatever. Why put up all your money and then complain when, you start blowing up and they want to get paid? Because, right, they are contributing. Now, let's just say this. They made the show. They're contributing to the show. Now, how you work it out is how you guys work it out. But numbers have to be respected. And you saying no, and they leave, well, then you're going to talk about them? It's not a good look on you, man.
What do you think about the Ryan Clark situation?
I think Ryan Clark should be above that. I think if I was on Pivot and,
And ESPN and everything else.
Right. He's there. He's where Brandon Marshall wants to be. Brandon Marshall talking about Barstool and this and that. He'll never get to that length because he doesn't have that acumen or that right.
Or relationship.
That's the word. Good. That's the word, Jason. That's the word.
And Ryan Clark tried to take the high road too.
Right.
I think too many times. Like,
Right.
You know,
But
you
maybe
his name. You know what I'm
his
saying?
thing's building.
He had to
Yeah,
say
Clooney
something.
wouldn't bother me. All right, have a good day. Well, he keeps on going after him. He has to speak and say enough's enough.
He did respectfully too, and basically that one line, like I said,
Yeah.
the ascension. You're mad at
We're on
that.
the
You're
right
mad
side.
at
Right,
we
that was
are
a great
here,
line. You're right.
And you're down here.
And
that,
I think
that killed him.
it's like Custer. The wagons are circling him, man.
It's a bunch of sour grapes in this dude, man.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
just
yeah.
really pissed off, and this is his last grasp to get attention and save himself from obscurity, I guess, man.
Very true.
And like they said, how long ago was this? All of a sudden, you
At
coming
least
out
2 years.
You coming out all this shit now?
Fred did an interview before though on another Fred on
Fred?
another somebody's thing. They was asking him about, and so he spoke on it a little bit. He went because Reggie Wayne was supposed to be on there first also.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, I told you.
Him and Brandon couldn't agree on some stuff, and I believe Fred said that Reggie was telling him like, bruh,
Oh, stop! Don't do it.
right.
This
like,
guy seems
bruh.
so genuine. He seems so real, Fred. He seems so
Right.
real and so
I
genuine.
like everything he said. Too.
Yeah.
So he was like,
he
I
counted
think,
it.
if I remember right, he was saying, "Yo, I should listen to Reggie from the get go." When he was like, "Nah, bro, something ain't right
I didn't
here,
know
and
that.
this and
I
that.
didn't know
I'm
that.
not feeling it."
Wow.
And Reggie never was part of it. But
From day one.
right, he spoke about the money thing also on the other interview that I saw about like how he said give him money, and he was like, "Okay, I'll give you this," or whatever it was. But he spoke about it. But I don't mind Brandon Marshall speaking about what happened because everybody wants to know exactly what happened. But it just seems like the more he talks, the more they seem right, and the more he seems like he's making shit up and he's wrong. Like you said, everybody left. And
The
people,
the second team
people
left.
keep right.
The
And people
third
just
team
keep
left.
walking out and leaving.
That should tell you something.
Eventually, the common denominator is you.
Tells you something, man.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the relationship, your integrity, the type of person you are. Y'all already know my story with him.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
gonna get into it again, but
Cracks up my story.
but that right there let me know all I need to know about him. Right. Plus some other things in his past.
Yeah.
That's way worse than my situation.
But I
But
thought that he's dealing with it. But right, and, when you're lucky enough to have a good career, football career, some name, he's a pretty solid player.
Oh, yeah.
And then your after career, you build a great format. This whole thing, man. Well, I'm actually so cool.
bro,
And then to destroy it like that so quickly,
as soon as they left, I went right with them
Yeah.
to the pivot. Just like when
Why?
Shannon-
Why'd you go to pivot? You know why? Because you saw.
But I wanted them three. I could care less about Brandon Marshall.
Right.
Brandon Marshall had a little bit of Nordy in him, where he was constantly talking over people and constantly, "Hey,
Look at me! Look at me! Look at me! Look at me! Look at me!
And he had a little bit of bitterness too.
Me? I still watched it. I still watched that show.
Just fuck with you.
I'm saying I still watched that show.
Don't give them.
But when they left, I just like with Shannon Sharp,
Brandon Marshall. We got 6 rings.
just like with Shannon Sharp, I'm there for Shannon Sharp, but I'm not there for Skip.
Right.
And I'm not there for for Stephen A. either. I'm there for Shannon. So if he goes somewhere else, I'm going wherever he goes. I'm not there for that. But they have shown that they can make a. Bottom line is the relationships. Like you say, he would never be able to succeed because of the relationships. The path he's building, the path he's putting behind him is terrible.
And whoever goes in, hey man, let me tell you something about Brandon.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Yep.
The history he's making, or the like path behind him, is
he
like.
needs talent. He needs some good talent. He can't handle
Yeah, no, of
that.
course. And Brandon Marshall said, Ryan Clark said that also. Well, so one of them said
Cam is good. I like Cam sometimes.
because Cam
Is Cam a guest
naturally
on the show?
That's a
no,
show.
he has his
That's
own.
a show.
That's his own podcast.
Oh, Brandon was
That
the
Brandon
guest.
was on, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
But Cam is naturally charismatic and this
Yeah,
and that.
yeah.
Brandon's not that.
No.
And that's why one of them said you needed. You
Which is
couldn't
why
do that by yourself.
Brandon's growing that hair thing just for that weed for.
I don't know what that is, but I mean, much props to him in his life. But he will never succeed unless the relationships are right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You got a lot of fences to mend.
Who will go on the show with him now?
Yeah.
and he says he's in the red and this and that.
Hey man,
You wouldn't be if everything was on the up and up, and look what you could have had.
look at yourself in the mirror, brother.
Right.
What do you guys think, man? What do you guys think about this dude,
Because once the
man?
advertising dollars come in, then the guys, your crew has to get paid. If you put up your seed money, okay. But then you start getting advertising money is coming in, and the other crew gets you got to come on. You got to delegate. You
You know that man.
Whenever you
strong.
start thinking you're better than other people, and layman's terms, or it's all about you, which I've been accused of with this guy. that's sour grapes, man. That's sour. When I blow up in voiceover, I'm still gonna be here every once a week. For you guys, for them. That's
I
me.
But look at the karma.
It's all about your. Yeah,
Look
it's all
how
about
beautiful
your.
it is that they left and they fucking
It's
showed
all about
blew
your
up.
who you are. as a
Blew
person,
up,
man.
bro.
Blew up.
What do you think? Let us know. Subscribe. See
And
you
then
next
you,
time.
but he'll one quick note. He's gonna go. If they do fold, he's gonna lose his mind.